Welcome into Lincoln High School on the Oregon Sports Beat. I am MacPherson, joined tonight by Jack McArthur, and we are set for a top 5 showdown here at the brand new Lincoln High School basketball gymnasium. Jack, it should be a great game tonight between a couple of top 5 teams. Lincoln, number 3 in OSAA, as well as the coaches poll, and Beaverton, coming off of a big quarterfinal year last year, number 2 in the coaches poll, number 5 in the OSAA. It's a huge night here at Lincoln High School for a variety of reasons. Let's start with the on-the-court prospect. What do you see out of this game tonight?
Well, you know what, Sean? Honestly, the Beavers have a ton of size. Obviously, they have Bloomquist 6'7", Texera 6'6". Chance Winter led Oregon in statewide in block shots last season, and he's 6'11". And then you got the Cardinals on the other hand. Obviously, you got Graham Elkenberry, 6'10". He's huge. He averaged 12.4 points a game last season. And on top of that, Lincoln also have 2 6'10" bigs in Evan Heisler, number 45, Eichenberry, like I said. So plenty of size. They also got, Malachi Siri and Marani Siri, both 6'6" and 6'8". So lots of size for sure.
Right now, they turned off the lights, and they are getting ready to announce the starters for Lincoln High School. This is the first for me. They've got a video board in which they are playing a hype video on the video board. I've never seen that in a high school basketball game, but that brings up another huge storyline for this game. First ever game in this brand new, beautiful, state-of-the-art facility that features 3 basketball courts, but here we are on court 1 at Lincoln High School. What a relief and what an awesome privilege it is for Lincoln High School to be able to build a facility like this, and it's great to be a part of it tonight, and we're about to play a first game after years in the making.
That's right, yeah, I'm really excited for this one, Sean. Obviously, as you mentioned, history in the making, and on top of that, I went to Franklin High School. They recently renovated their high school to, Franklin a few years ago too, so really excited for this one.
Let's meet the starters for both teams tonight. Let's start with Beaverton, as already announced here in the arena. Jalen Childs, the transfer for Sunset, will be a guard for Beaverton. Also starting for Beaverton, Chance Winter. He is 6'11", and he is not by far the tallest player on the court. Max Elmgren also gets the start for the Beavers. And then the Rice brothers, Aiden Rice and Brady Rice. So 3 seniors and 2 juniors starting for the Beaverton Beavers. And as being announced right now at Lincoln High School, the starters for the Lincoln Cardinals. Blake Johnson gets the start, the senior 5'11" guard. And then the Sealy-Roberts brothers, Moroni Sealy-Roberts stands at 6'6", the senior, as well as Malachi Sealy-Roberts, the senior, 6'8", 2 key players for this Lincoln team. Closing out the starting lineups, Jimmy McCartan, the senior, 6'3", and Graham Eichenberry, 6'10". So 2 of the tallest players in the state. You'd have to think, Jack, that these are the 2 tallest players in the state, because in my years of watching high school boys basketball, I don't recall many 6'10", 6'11" guys. But we've got 2 of them on the same court on opposing teams tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, definitely going to be a great game. Lots of size, and it's going to be a thrilling one.
So Beaverton wins the tip. They control possession. Game number 3 for the Beavers. They're 2-0. Game number 2 for Lincoln. They are 1-0 on the season. Ball in the right corner. Now swung back out. Ball up top with Brady Rice. The Rice brothers pass it back and forth. Now up top, here's the senior Childs, or the transfer, I should say. Rice gets it back, kicks it to his brother Rice, throws up the three, in and out. No good, collected by number 12, Moroni Sealy Roberts. Ball up top with Malachi Sealy Roberts. Beautiful pass inside, finds the seam, and it's 2-0 Cardinals.
Yeah, nice pass there from Eikenberry, found the open man. Obviously, Eikenberry, he doesn't just score two, he can facilitate as well.
There's Malachi Sealy Roberts, I believe, with the deuce there. 2-0 Lincoln. Now ball up top with Rice. Childs, pull-up jumper is good. Long two from the top, 2-2. Pass all the way down the court. Blake Johnson now down low. Feed the big man. Eikenberry, a little scoop shot is up and good.
Eikenberry doing more than just passing, like I said. Easy finish there as he's got plenty of size.
4-2, full court pressure from Lincoln. Beaverton needs to get it across. They do. Double team in the corner. Now a wide open three for Rice is long. Clings off the far rim. Rebound for Sealy Roberts. Back comes Lincoln. Just under 2 minutes into this one, and there's a three. Moroni Sealy Roberts cashes in a triple. It's 7-2 Lincoln.
Yeah, pure jumper there from Moroni Sealy Roberts. That was a great shot.
2 minutes into this one, Beaverton's got to handle a trap. This is the third game for these Beavers. A couple of blowout wins so far against Barlow and Franklin. 65-52 over Barlow and 84-57 over Franklin. So should be their first true test of the season in terms of some even competition. And Beaverton so far doing a nice job getting the ball across out of the trap. Spin move by Rice, and he was caught walking. Travel against number 12, Brady Rice, and a turnover, first of the day.
Yeah, you know, Lincoln's keeping up the pressure early for sure.
7-2 Cardinals. First game of this beautiful new basketball facility here inside the renovated Lincoln High School. Here's Sealy Roberts, Malachi. Swings it left side. Now down low, and a lot of contact, offensive foul. So the two teams trade turnovers, and now it'll be Beaverton ball. That foul went against number 12 for Lincoln, Moroni Sealy Roberts.
Yeah, Beaverton bench is loving that one. That got him hyped up for sure.
Yeah, one of those effort plays that your teammates will appreciate, and your coaches as well. 3 minutes into this one now. Press is beaten. A left-handed three by number 10 for Beaverton. Max Elmgren gets his first look and misses. Elmgren, a first-team All-League Metro last season. Feed Eikenberry and get a deuce.
Eikenberry once again using his size to his advantage there off the glass and in for two.
Quick start for the Cardinals, coming out fired up here on this big night for the school as there's an alley-oop on the other side. Slamming that one is Chance Winter, and back the other way, and one for Eikenberry.
Well, Sean, this game's action-packed to say the least. You know, Winter there with the lob, you know, catches it, slams it home, and then right there, Eikenberry on the other end, you know, less than 6 seconds later, gets an and one.
Beaverton, a team that often is known for a slow play style. 9th-year head coach Andrew Vansel. But this year they want to up the tempo a little bit, and so far we're seeing both teams play with some tempo, and it's been fun to watch. It's 12-4 Lincoln here nearly halfway through this quarter as there's another turnover. Back the other way, the easy layup for number 12 for Lincoln. Moroni Sealy Roberts cashed in the layup. It's 14-4 Lincoln, and Andrew Vansel of Beaverton wants to talk things over for the Beavers. So far, 14-4, a quick start for the Lincoln Cardinals. What are you seeing so far, and what has made Lincoln so successful here about 3 minutes and 40 seconds into this one?
Well, you know, obviously, Sean, they're playing with pace. Eikenberry, they're feeding him all the time. Eikenberry with the early 7 points, half of his squad's points right now. But on top of that, Lincoln's having the full court press. They're trapping. They're keeping the pressure up. And that's what's really forcing the Beavers to have some turnovers. And that's what's really causing Lincoln to have all these big opportunities, because the Beavers just keep turning the ball over. And when Lincoln's pressuring that much and trapping and doing a full court press, and you keep feeding Eichenberry with that size, they're going to be successful.
Beaverton, a very talented team. They made the state quarterfinals last season, but they do have a couple of new players, so it's a new group of players, very talented, but still kind of learning how to gel with each other. Up top with Childs, he's one of those new players. He transferred in from Sunset after being an all-league player in the Metro League last season. Faced the Beavers twice last year and liked what he saw. There's a travel against Rice. Number 12 for Beaverton, Brady Rice, caught walking. 14-4, and we're just over halfway through this quarter.
Yeah,
turnovers have been not great so far for the Beavers.
Yeah, they've been turning the ball over a lot, and it's just because mostly because Lincoln's keeping the pressure up a lot, and they're really forcing those turnovers.
Taking it up is Malachi Seeley Roberts. Gets it to his brother Moroni, slipping free, and cashing in the layup is number 3 for Lincoln, Blake Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson with a nice backdoor cut. He found him just in time off the glass, and a nice shot from Johnson.
So 16-4. Ball up top, Childs. Get it back to Childs. He's got it. Loses his handle momentarily, gets it back, puts up a jumper, no good, in and out. Back the other way goes Seeley Roberts. Thought about a 3. Instead, they go cross court. There's a 3 for Blake Johnson, and that is good. And it is all Lincoln, a 15-point lead here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Johnson with back-to-back buckets. Beavers caught falling asleep defensively.
19-4. Left wing now. That's Elmgren to Rice. Drives in, kicks it back out. Now Elmgren, the lefty. Drive and kick. Beaverton looking for something. Childs has it on the left wing. Guarded by Seeley Roberts. Passes deflected, picked up, and here comes Moroni Seeley Roberts. Back the other way, a lot of contact and a blocking foul against Beaverton.
Yeah, big drive there from Moroni Seeley Roberts there in the lane, and that's going to be a blocking foul. So Cardinal, off to a big early start, and they're just bringing the energy right now, Sean.
2:35 left to play in the first quarter. It's 19-4 Lincoln, and now a plethora of subs come in for both teams. Try to get you through all those subs. Ball up top with one of those subs, Isaac Morgolis. In the left corner, Seeley Roberts to his brother Moroni, and he gets it up on a nifty post move. And that one falls in 21-4. Pass is deflected off of the press by Seeley Roberts and out of bounds.
Yeah, Moroni Seeley Roberts off to a hot start. He's cooking early, 7 points in this first quarter alone, Sean.
Alan Van comes in as well. He's a transfer for Lincoln from De La Salle. So Margulis and Van come in. In addition, number 21 for Lincoln, Evan Heisler, is now in the game. For the Cardinals, a 3 is up. They say no shot. A turnover against Beaverton.
Offensive foul on number 2, Mason Schenk.
Yeah, it's one of the new subs in for Beaverton. Mason Schenk has entered the ball game. Picks up a turnover there. 21-4 Lincoln here in the first quarter. Dream start for the Cardinals. Down low, and there's an easy bucket for the sub, Evan Heisler.
Talking about that size again, Sean. Evan Heisler off the bench, 6'10" junior. He's plenty of size for Lincoln.
23-4. Did not expect this. Left corner 3, and that one breaks the drought. That one made by Brady Rice, and now a turnover. Here come the Beavers. Pass deflected, and that feels like a big play, even though it goes out of bounds, to kind of avoid the turnover, deflect it out of bounds. And if you're Lincoln, you have gotten such a great start, but you want to keep the momentum on your side because it's still early in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. The Beavers just trying to get anything going offensively, and that 3 from Rice gave him some energy.
Just over a minute, minute 15 left to go in the first quarter. Backdoor look is taken away. Across the timeline, Mason Schenk. Rather, number 2, Isaac Morgolis. There's a Van in the left corner. Now Malachi Sealy-Roberts drains the 3.
Yeah, right now it seems like the Cardinals really can't miss a shot. They're just hitting everything, and they're just playing their best basketball right now. As you mentioned, Dream Start, they're balling right now.
26-7, 40 ticks left. Right corner for Rice. Brady Rice. Now Elmgren down low. Kick it out for Rice. Drives, nothing there. Kick it back out. Elmgren guarded closely by Van. 20 seconds left. Lincoln playing some ferocious defense. There's the three-point attempt. That one goes long from Rice. Lincoln should have the last shot here. 5 seconds. Sealy-Roberts now in the left corner for Van. Got to get it up. And that ball is thrown away, fought for, and it goes out of bounds before the clock. 26-7, the end of the first quarter. It has been all Lincoln here in this big, big night for Lincoln High School, opening a brand new basketball facility, hosting a top 5 team in the state when they themselves have top 5 aspirations and top 5 to their name right now as well. But both of these teams have some state title aspirations this season. Talk about Beaverton, who made it to the state quarterfinals last year. They were knocked out of the state quarterfinals, but then you bring in a 6'11 player, a junior, and then a first-team all-league player from their own conference in Jalen Childs. They obviously have massive expectations. But then Lincoln, they themselves, they were around in the PIL last year. They make it to the second round of the state tournament, so maybe not, they didn't make it quite to the final 8 where you go to the Childs Center, but they still bring in, everyone moves up a year. They bring in a talented transfer into Alan Van, and they have this brand new facility. They have all the resources to go win a state title as well.
For sure, yeah. Obviously Lincoln with a record of 18-7 last season, and I really think that both of these teams are very talented. But right now, Lincoln's just balling out, and I think that Beaverton's falling asleep defensively. They're going to have to get something going on the offensive end. Only 7 points in the first quarter. That's not going to cut it.
So both teams retake the floor. I haven't had the chance to talk about Lincoln's head coach, Heather Sealy-Roberts. Her second season with the team, and she is the only female 6A boys basketball coach and the first female boys basketball coach 6A level in the history of Oregon State sports.
Yeah, quite an accomplishment.
Sealy-Roberts, Malachi Sealy-Roberts puts up a 3, no good. See if Beaverton can get off to a start here in this second quarter as Childs throws up a floater, hangs on the rim, won't go. Now coming back the other way is Margolis. Van in the left corner, thought about the 3, back to Margolis. Now down low, Moroni, Sealy-Roberts, no good. Offensive rebound for Van. Van kicks it out. Good defense from Beaverton. Van, his three-pointer off the iron, and a foul against Lincoln. And I believe that was a 2-3 zone that Beaverton was showing, if I'm not mistaken, Jack.
Yeah, it seemed like they were running a zone, but, one thing I want to point out is I think that, Beaverton's going to have to do a better job of boxing out because, Lincoln has had a lot of second-chance opportunities.
26-7 the score here at the start of the second quarter. Sean MacPherson and Jack McArthur here on the Oregon Sports Beat. Third team foul against Lincoln. Ball up top with Brady Rice. Now Elmgren to Childs. Beaverton just looking to get some rhythm going. Only 7 points tonight through a quarter and some change. Childs takes the screen, runs through it, is blocked from behind by Sealy Roberts. Malachi. A fast break the other way, a lot of contact. Ball was tipped out of Malachi's hands and out of bounds.
Yeah, definitely a lot of contact there. Interesting call, but looked like it did get tipped.
Lincoln ball underneath, and Van throws it away. Miscommunication. So Beaverton starting to get some stops more so than in the first quarter, but still struggling offensively. Rice, Aiden Rice, drives and is fouled. And you look at this core of this Beaverton team, Aiden Rice and Brady Rice on the team from last season, as well as Max Elmgren, but adding in Jalen Childs, adding in Chance Winter is definitely going to take a little bit of time for some gelling.
For sure, yeah, still really early in the season. Obviously, Beaverton kicked off their season, just a week ago on the 2nd.
Brady Rice cans in a 3 from up top. It's 26-10.
Yeah, that's Rice's second 3 of the game, 6 points for him.
So it is a zone, it appears, a 2-3 zone for Beaverton. He's got to put together some stops if you're the Beavers. Quick passes by the Cardinals. That 3 is rimmed short. Back the other way, here comes Childs. Double team in the corner. Cross-court pass is a good one. Elmgren with an open 3, and you live with that look if you're Beaverton, but that one does not fall. Back the other way. Margolis to Sealy Roberts. Now, beautiful passing, and a slam dunk attempt is blocked, but there was a foul from behind. Going up for that dunk was Evan Heisler. And the foul was against Beaverton. Try to get a number. .452 left to go in the second quarter as Heisler puts in the first free throw.
Couple quick subs here for Lincoln.
Blake Johnson checks back in, as well as Jimmy McCartan. So a couple starters back in the game for Lincoln. Second free throw did not go, 27-10. Cross-court pass to Elmgren, rather Rice. Deep 3 from that left wing is off the back iron and out. Here's Moroni Sealy Roberts. Drives in, was blocked, gets it back. Jump shot, won't go. Rebound for Heisler.
Yeah.
And the putback.
Yeah, good effort there from Heisler. Second chance points. It's just hard to stop him. He's 6'10".
There's another left corner 3. This one is rimmed in and out from Rice. Aiden Rice on that 3-point attempt. Halfway through the second quarter, 29-10. Better defense in this quarter for Beaverton, but having a hard time scoring points. Lincoln trying to beat the zone. Quick passes, and that one takes a lucky bounce off the back iron and in for Malachi Sealy Roberts. And now another timeout taken by Andrew Vansel. 32-10 the score. It has been all Lincoln tonight. I think coming into this one, Jack, we expected a really close game, but we also expected these two teams that are brand new. Obviously, Beaverton especially is adding some new guys, so it makes sense, some of these struggles, but I think tonight we expected a little bit of a closer matchup, considering both of these teams have kind of cruised on their way to this first big test.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree, Sean. The Beavers this season, obviously 2-0, but they have a couple big transfers coming in. And it's just, sometimes tough for those guys to gel. And obviously they're having problems right now, trailing by 22 points early, but we definitely didn't expect this big of a deficit this early, Sean.
No, we did not. But credit to Heather Sealy Roberts and the Lincoln Cardinals. It really is a packed crowd here tonight. Band is on our left. A lot of fans filed in here to watch the opening of the brand new basketball facility here at the brand new renovated Lincoln High School.
Yeah, super nice gym for sure. (32-10). We're back underway. Three-point attempt is no good from Mason Schenk. Back with Lincoln. There's the three from the right wing, and it is good. Moroni Sealy Roberts drains it. 35-10. 25-point lead for the Cardinals. Yeah, Sealy Roberts with 11 points on the night.
Looking to push the pace is Childs, and his floater won't go. That was a good look. Nice passing by Lincoln. Ball goes back down low. And now getting it back. And the nifty finish for Moroni Sealy Roberts.
Yeah, the Sealy Roberts brothers are just doing it all right now. Moroni, with 9 points and Malachi with 11.
Childs takes a dribble. Jumper from mid-range is no good. Tipped out, and Beaverton's ball.
Yeah, that was off of Eichenberry last, Obviously, the Beavers finally catching a break as they've missed their last 5 shots. They just can't get anything to fall right now, Sean.
2 new subs in for Beaverton. Aiden Rice back in the game. New player in the game is Hunter Border. Childs loses his man, has an open look, but misses the floater. Has not been the night for Jalen Childs. .218 left to go in this first half. Someone's water bottle ended up on the court. I don't think that's why they called it dead, though. I believe it was an offensive foul against Lincoln.
Yeah, it was an offensive foul. I think it was against Moroni Sealy Roberts.
Can Beaverton get some kind of momentum? Maybe cut it within 20. Small wins when you find yourself in this big of a hole in the first half. Just want those small wins at different points in the game. Nice fast break there, beating the press, but is not making shots tonight as Beaverton. Schenk misses a layup there.
Yeah, they've just been missing everything recently.
Lincoln, patient, precise against this zone. Quick passes. Ball up top. Trying to feed the post. He's not available. Now he is. And he was fouled. Was Eichenberry. Fifth team foul against Beaverton. Both teams have 5 fouls this half. Ball up top with Sealy Roberts. Now down low, Eichenberry kicks it out. Looking for the perfect shot is Lincoln. And nearly turned over, but saved from the over and back. And the banker is no good.
Yeah, it was some pretty good ball movement from the Cardinal, even though they couldn't get a basket to fall.
Childs penetrates and kicks it out. Fadeaway shot is pure from Elmgren. Nice move from Elmgren. Minute left in the first half. And a turnover from Lincoln. So back into the game is the 2 main players off the bench for Lincoln, Van and Heisler, but they have to wait. Not sure why they have to wait. The Lincoln coaches seem upset, but they are not in the game yet. Ball in the right corner with Rice. Andrew Vansel screams out the play. Elmgren with a good-looking lefty floater. Cut it to 23.
Yeah, Elmgren heating up. Back-to-back buckets for him.
30 seconds left in the half. Ball goes out, and it'll be Lincoln ball. And now Heisler and Van get to come in for Johnson and Eikenberry. Ball underneath for Lincoln, 26.7 seconds left in the first half. A first half that's been all Lincoln Cardinals here in the first game of their home season. Second game of the season. They were at Mountainside, game number 1, as Lincoln turns it over once again, and Elmgren once again with another layup. He's been the best offensive player for the Beavers. 8 seconds left. 5, and with 4.1 left, the ball is passed out of bounds, but it was touched, so Lincoln ball underneath.
Yeah, Elmgren with 3 straight buckets. He's heating up, as I mentioned. The Beavers just trying to climb their way back into this one, Sean. Still trailing by 21 points, but right now they're going to do anything that they can.
Beavers bring in a lengthy body to come in with 4.1 left. Chance Winter subs in, play some defense. Ball's tipped out, drained off 0.6 of a second, so 3.5 seconds left. Ball in the left corner. A lot of traffic over there. A heave at the buzzer is no good from Celia Roberts. And that does it for our first half. It is Lincoln 37, Beaverton 16. All Cardinals here in their home debut to start their 2022-2023 season. Jack, quick thoughts before we sign off for the break.
Well, the Cardinal, they've just been hot all night long. And just to give a recap real quick, Moroni Celia Roberts, 9 points. Malachi Sealy Roberts, 11 points. So the Sealy Roberts brothers combining for a quick 20, pretty much half of the Cardinal points, as they have 37 in this first half. And, Elkenbury has added 7 as well. And the main story for Beaverton is they've just been pretty quiet. They haven't really gotten much to fall for them offensively. There was a streak where they missed 6 straight shots. They weren't rebounding for a while. It was harder for them to come together defensively, and they're just going to have to step it up offensively and really box out more and just step it up on both ends.
So 37-16, your score, and we are going to step aside for halftime here at Lincoln High School. We'll be back in about 8 minutes for the start of the second half here on Oregon Sports Beat. welcome back into Lincoln High School. It was all Cardinals here in half number 1 between Lincoln and Beaverton, a top 5 matchup here in Oregon 6A basketball. It's been all Lincoln, 37-16 in favor of the home team, opening up the renovated basketball gymnasium here at Lincoln High School against one of the best teams in the state, quite frankly, Jack, the Beaverton Beavers. But you could tell that Lincoln was a little extra juice tonight, and they've showed it on the court.
For sure, yeah. Lincoln in that first half, 37 points, outscoring Beaverton by 21. In that first half alone, you know, the Seeley Roberts brothers, Moroni and Malachi, had 20 points in the first half, which is more than Beaverton's first half total of 17 alone. So it just shows you right there the effect that the Seeley Roberts brothers are having, and they've been playing well in this game.
We'll see what kind of adjustments were made in the halftime locker room as Beaverton controls possession to start the second half. Ball with the returner for Beaverton, Elmgren, and he was fouled on his way up with the jumper. The jumper missed, but he's going to the line for 2. And Max Elmgren was the best scorer from the first half, particularly at the end of that first half. He got going a little bit, a couple straight possessions.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Elmgren had 3 straight buckets to end off that first half, and he had 6 first half points.
First free throw, no good. But Max Elmgren, a first-team All-League player in the Metro League last season. One of the main returners for this team. They do depart Trey Hamilton, who was a key part of their team last season, another first-team All-League player, their point guard. So they lose him, but then they bring in Jalen Childs at that position from Sunset, the rival school. Ball's poked away, regained, out for an open 3, and it's good. Moroni, Seeley Roberts, first points of the second half for Lincoln, 40-17. Brady Rice controls it, gets it across the timeline, goes up aggressively, and finishes off the glass, 40-19.
Yeah, nice finish from Rice.
Once again, there's a 3-point attempt, and that one is good. That's Jimmy McCartan with the triple. Left corner 3 from Rice, no good. That was Aiden Rice. Beautiful feed and a nice finish. Graham Elkenberry.
Yeah, what a feed
Eikenberry.
there. Around the back move. And a nice dime.
Eikenberry with the finish. Nice job beating the trap for Beaverton. Rice, another aggressive take, and earns himself a trip to the line.
He's not afraid to drive the ball, that's for sure. Rice is an aggressive player.
2 team fouls already for Lincoln. New into the game for Beaverton, number 22, Hunter Border, quickly off the bench. Second free throw, no good. So 45-20, a couple minutes in to this second half. 6:15 left to play in the third quarter. Ball in the right corner. Down low, Eikenberry puts it up. Was contested, couldn't get it to fall. Beautiful feed. Childs has to readjust, and he puts it up and in. So Childs gets a bucket, and Beaverton, they're not going to win this game. I mean, they're down by more points than they have, but at least show some life in the second half. Walk away from Lincoln High School here tonight better than how they started the game.
Yeah.
Maybe with some kind of positive momentum going into their next game. But timeout taken by Lincoln after a couple of buckets from Beaverton. So 45-22 the current score, and just early in the season, so important, especially when you have a new team and you have high aspirations like Beaverton. These games, they're going to be kind of topsy-turvy. Some nights will go your way, but there might be some ugly nights like tonight, but it's all about taking those baby steps, and I think that's what Beaverton has a chance to do in the second half, even if they end up double-digit losers tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, good analysis there, Sean. I think that they just have to stay in the game, keep the spirits high. Obviously still trailing by 23, but they're playing a very good Lincoln team, so they're just going to have to keep on fighting and just push through.
Yeah, you want to grow as a team throughout the season and throughout December when the end goal is in March. And if you could walk away from this saying, hey, we didn't start that game well. We were down by as many as 20-something in the first half, but at least we showed some life and maybe made some improvements as a team in the second half. I think that's Beaverton's goal. And if you're Lincoln, you want to just continue to stomp on Beaverton and kind of open this new gym up in fashion the way they have tonight, as Child's 3 is no good. McCartan, left corner. Sealy Roberts, cross court, Johnson. McCartan, 3, no good. Childs to Rice, back to Childs, and he was tripped up. And already 3 team fouls against Lincoln here 3 minutes in to this third quarter.
Yeah, Lincoln in some foul trouble early, but obviously still with a massive lead.
Now Coach Vansell wants to take a chance to talk to his team while they wipe up the floor. Jalen Childs did take a tumble on that last drive, so might as well wipe up the floor, make sure everyone's going to be safe out there on that court. That brand new court, never before used in a game.
Got to keep it clean.
Up top with the ball is Elmgren. Now to Rice. Brady Rice with a hesitation move. Childs doing a much better job attacking and even finishing. The finish won't count there. A foul on the ground. It was not a first half to remember for Jalen Childs.
Yeah, only 2 points in that first half for Childs here, but he's going to try to get more involved in the second half.
The kick out, Brady Rice. Penetrates and kicks. Elmgren makes a move on Johnson. Nicely done, gets to his spot, can't finish with the left. 4.5 left to play in the third quarter. Sealy Roberts with the ball in the left wing. Another nice pass by Moroni, Sealy Roberts, and that is finished by Johnson. Now more full court pressing by Lincoln. 47-22, a 25-point lead for the Cardinals.
Yeah, despite the fact the Cardinals are up by 25 right now, they're just keeping the pressure up right now, Sean, with that full court press.
3-point attempt is good. Aiden Rice.
Yeah, first points of the game for Aiden Rice, but his brother Brady has 9.
Down low, Eichenberry, hard to stop, but they do stop that. And the ball was taken back by Lincoln, but they called a foul against McCartan. Lincoln fans don't like it. Eichenberry will check out. And when you can check out Eichenberry for another 6'10 player, Evan Heisler, it's a good luxury to have if you're Heather Sealy Roberts.
Yeah, why not? Plenty of size for this Lincoln squad.
On the other side, Winter, the 6'10 player for Beaverton, sending screens, trying to free his teammates. That three-pointer's no good by Brady Rice. Ball poked away. 2-on-1 fast break, given right back. Stolen by Malachi Sealy Roberts. He stops and gets it out. Now Van with the ball. Moroni, Sealy Roberts thought about the three, put it on the ground, and I believe they dribbled it off his foot, went out of bounds.
Yeah, quick turnover there, but another substitution. Looks like number 2, Mason Shanks, coming back into the game for the Beavers.
Rice, alley-oop, nicely done to Winter. And slowly but surely, Beaverton showing some life. Still down by 20 though because of a unsuccessful first half. That's a tough finish. Moroni, Sealy, Roberts off the glass and in. Ooh, that looked like an over and back if you ask me.
It did.
Referees don't call it. Childs gets up a look. Winter with a ferocious rebound, puts it up and in. Another player that's been quiet tonight is Winter, but that was a good-looking rebound and put back.
Yeah, 6 points for Winter now, as you mentioned. Quiet night for him. Only 2 points in that first half, but he's coming alive now.
Down low, Moroni, Sealy, Roberts. That ball is punched away and off the hand, last of Moroni, Sealy, Roberts. So back to Beaverton. And now another sub for the Beavers, Hunter Border. Isaac Morgulis back in for Lincoln as well. Border all the way down. Beaverton slows it down. They have a look. Open three. High arcing, no good.
Yeah, good look there from number 11, Aiden Rice, but too strong of a shot.
Tell Rice wanted that one. A little bit of frustration after the miss, and too aggressive on the one-on-one trap by Elmgren. A foul against Beaverton. Minute 52 left to go in the third quarter. 20-point lead for Beaverton. It was 37-16, or excuse me, 20-point lead for Lincoln. 37-16 lead it was for the Cardinal at halftime. Good hustle play there by Mason Shank. Another turnover for the Cardinals. Timeout taken by Heather Sealy Roberts. And even though if you're Lincoln, that you're up 20 points, you got to be, this is all a learning moment, right? Early in the season,
right? Where
if Sealy Roberts sees something she doesn't like, you know, you haven't won anything yet. You're still very early in the season, and I think that's her message right now. Let's play as crisp and as smooth and as well as we did in the first half. We can't get over cocky. We can't get over confident just because of a successful first half that we had in December. So these are all coaching moments, no matter what happens here in the second half, even in a lopsided affair.
That's right, yeah. This season and this game is by no means over, obviously, as you mentioned. She's just trying to get her team involved, and she's not liking what she's seeing right now. Some lackadaisical play from the Cardinal. Quick turnover, and Beaverton still trying to climb the way back, trailing by 20. A couple players coming alive. Jalen Childs with a bucket. Chance Winter, a couple quick buckets for the Beavers, but Lincoln still with a commanding 20-point lead.
I mean, Lincoln, head coach Heather Sealy Roberts said it was going to be a slugfest early in the season. Next game, they're at Jesuit, and then they start the PIL season at Cleveland. Then they're going to play in a tournament over the holidays from December 27th to the 30th. Back underway. Minute 30 left to go in the third quarter. A block. And now ball with Lincoln. Block was made by Heisler on Rice. Down low, looking for Sealy Roberts, but a foul before Sealy Roberts got the ball on the ground. Second team foul against Beaverton. Sealy Roberts with a catch and shoot. Awkward looking jumper, but it falls. 51-29.
Yeah, 13 points from Moroni Sealy Roberts. He's having a good night.
Ball kicked out. Now Childs. Nice move to free up some space. Get to his spot on the elbow. No good. Ball deflected out of bounds. Aiden Rice checks in for Jalen Childs. Ball in the left corner. Now up top for Lincoln. 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Malachi Sealy Roberts uses the pivot foot, to turn around, create up space, misses the jumper. Back the other way, Elmgren. Spot up three is good.
Yeah, pure jumper there from Elmgren.
Beaverton down 19. Corner three. It was a tough shot from Malachi Sealy-Roberts. Now Beaverton should be thinking last shot. 8 seconds left. Ball with Rice. He'll shoot a three with about 5 left. And the rebound goes to Lincoln. And that will do it for the quarter. Full court heave was a little bit short, but on target by Malachi Sealy-Roberts. But your score at the end of the third quarter, Lincoln 51, Beaverton 32. Just one more quarter left to play, and I think Beaverton showed some nice things in that third quarter, but you look at the margin at the end of the day, and it was a 21-point margin at halftime. It's now a 19-point margin, so my eyes tell me Beaverton was the better team, but the fact that they only win that quarter by 2 points shows that it's clearly been Lincoln's night.
That's right, yeah. Lincoln is still keeping the pressure up. They're still playing very good basketball despite the fact that the Beavers have gone on a tear. They've scored, quite a few points in this third quarter. Beaverton only had 16 points at the half, and now the score is 51-32. But, obviously Beaverton with 16 points in that third quarter alone, Sean, but they can't stop the Cardinals. The Cardinals are just too strong offensively, and, Lincoln's offense has just been flowing and going all night long, and it's been really hard to stop them, especially, Moroni, Sealy-Roberts, and Malachi, along with, Graham Elkenberry, who's out at 9 as well. So Lincoln's been playing really good, and it's been hard for Beaverton to stop them.
So final 8 minutes of the home opener here at Lincoln High School. I mentioned that matchup against Jesuit. That's going to come on Tuesday at Jesuit for Lincoln. And then on Wednesday, Beaverton will play at Cleveland. So more PIL action for the Beavers out of the Metro League. Good ball movement, and a slam attempt is unsuccessful. Ball poked around.
Beaverton can't get a rebound right now.
Lincoln opts to slow it down. Heisler had a dunk attempt that nearly would have rocked this place. And now Sealy-Roberts with a tough-looking shot right under the basket. No good, and Lincoln gets it back. Pass went right to Lincoln. And Margolis. Van in the left corner. Quick ball movement, and Heisler gets the finish. Yeah. Beautiful passing from Lincoln.
Fantastic ball movement from Lincoln there. Had to find the open man.
That whole possession took over a minute with the turnover as well, getting the ball back. And Childs was fouled on his way up. The 6th-team foul against Lincoln. That's going to be one of those correctables for Heather Sealy-Roberts.
Yeah, despite the fact that Lincoln has a sizable advantage right now, they're going to have to limit the fouls, as you mentioned. That's something to work on.
Childs makes his first free throw. Hunter Border checks back in for the Beavers. And 2 for 2 at the line from Jalen Childs. And a turnover. Sealy-Roberts had it blocked on his way up. Now here comes Rice. Rice kicks it out to Childs. And stolen away. Margolis tries to save it, but he couldn't save it. Ball goes out of bounds. And it'll be a Beaverton ball after all.
Yeah, good effort from Margolis there. He just wasn't able to keep it in bounds.
Ball on the left wing with Rice. Initiates the contact and scoops it up and in. Left corner with Van, the transfer from De La Salle. Beaverton with some aggressive defense, and they earn another steal. Childs racing up the court. Left corner, Elmgren. Corner three is good.
Yeah, Elmgren's had a good night. 13 points on the night for him, leading all scorers for the Beavers.
Suddenly Beaverton's within 14, 53-39. More aggressive defense, a trap in the corner, and a timeout taken by Heather Sealy-Roberts. So you blink your eye, and Beaverton's as close as they've been since maybe a couple minutes into this game. Down by 14 points. What have you seen that they've done so nicely? What adjustments have they made to not get all the way back in this game, but show some life here in the fourth quarter?
Well, honestly, I think they're just playing with more energy right now in general, Sean. They're really just, playing their hearts out, finding the open man. They're hitting shots finally. Max Elmgren with a three-pointer there. And Childs is starting to, light up as well. So you see the Beavers getting a couple players involved. Not only Elmgren, but Brady Rice has had a good night too. 11 points, he's hitting up as well, just like that, as you mentioned. 14-point game. By no means, this game is not over at all. So Beavers still trying to fight their way back in, but Lincoln with a couple turnovers, a couple miscues, and they're just trying to hold on to this lead, but it's anyone's game.
Foul on the ground. I believe it's going to go against Hunter Barter. It is. Beaverton's going to be really scrappy and aggressive on defense, even if it means fouling. They've only had 3 team fouls this half. Lincoln's had 6. There's another turnover. Sealy-Roberts, the head coach, not happy about it. Rice takes it all the way to the cup, was blocked by Eikenberry. Back the other way, Malachi Sealy-Roberts. Gets it to his brother, Moroni. Now a turnaround, and you could hear the slap from here, no call. Rice tries to save it, turnover. Now a 2-on-1 fast break. Moroni, and one. Moroni Sealy-Roberts with the harm and the basket.
Yeah, nice finish there from Sealy-Roberts. Looks like he did it with ease there, and he's had a great night.
Pushes Lincoln's lead back up to 16.
Looks like the floor is wet once again.
Now a timeout taken by Beaverton. So both teams using their timeouts. That was Beaverton's second used timeout. Andrew Vansel wants to talk things over.
Yeah, 16-point game. Beavers still hanging around here, but they haven't really been within 10 in a while, so they're still trying to really get back into the game, but still 5 minutes left to play, 4:57, lots of time left for sure.
Again, this is just, at the very least, live action against another really talented team. So a team that's trying to kind of gel together and get better quickly. And Beaverton these are important minutes. And they want to make sure they use the most of them. They won't play Lincoln again this year. Beaverton's got Cleveland next game, so another PIL team. And then Sherwood from the Three Rivers League, I believe. And then some tournaments. And then Central Catholic, and then it's Metro League time by the time January 11th rolls around. Free throw is good by Sealy-Roberts, pushes the lead up to 17. Three-pointer is good, and the foul. Max Elmgren, the lefty, will go to the stripe looking to earn a 4-point play.
Yeah, what a play from Elmgren there. Very nice play, and one. Drains the three, he's going to the line.
and he earns it. 4-point play for Max Elmgren. Back within 13 are the Beavers. Malachi Sealy-Roberts. Aggressive defense by Childs. Pass poked away, a turnover against Lincoln. Rice finds somewhere to go with the pass. A three, Elmgren in and out. Bit of a heat check there after the 4-point play. Ball was tipped out. Beaverton was pleading for the ball, but it will be Lincoln ball underneath their own basket. And it looks like some man-to-man pressure.
Yeah, if I'm Beaverton, got to have that full court press, trailing by 13. Yeah. Trying to whittle down this deficit as much as you can.
Yeah, just a man-to-man press, and that's a foul. Aggressive foul there against Rice, Aiden Rice. But Beaverton, I think they just want to kind of murky this thing up and make Lincoln kind of have to earn it when they want to get the ball across the timeline. Even if they foul, they're trying to play and try to get some turnovers here.
And all credit to the Beavers. They played great defense recently.
Yeah, the second half, the adjustments have definitely been visible. Beaverton's played some nice defense here in the second half. As there is a three. Blake Johnson nails the tray. Extends Lincoln's lead back up to 16. 3:50 left to go in this one. Childs had it poked away. A lot of contact, no call. And a physical game right now. Ball was taken away by Elmgren and out of bounds.
Yeah, the intensity of this game's definitely heated up for sure.
Lincoln basketball. Yeah, intensity is heated up with just over 3 minutes left in what's been a blowout all night.
That's right.
If we would have guessed at halftime how this game would be with 3 minutes left, it would have been, just kind of waiting to go home, everyone. Instead, we've got two teams playing hard right now.
Yeah, Beaverton wants this win. They're putting all their effort into it.
Aggressive defense by the Beavers. And a steal. Elmgren has it. He has nowhere to go with it. On his knees in the corner, somehow gets rid of it. A scrap for the ball. And a timeout taken by Beaverton. Smart timeout by Coach Andrew Vansel because Elmgren was in that left corner right by the bench with nowhere to go, and he was on his knees, so he couldn't really dribble his way up either.
Being double teamed, yeah.
He was getting double teamed in the corner on his knees, but then somehow he found somewhere to go with it, but a timeout was taken. So Beaverton playing scrappy defense right now, very physical, going for every steal, pressing. And Lincoln, I think, just wants to get back to their ways because Lincoln's been good in the second half, but I do think that Beaverton's made life a lot harder on them in the second half tonight.
Without a doubt, obviously the Beavers with the full court press, they've been running for a while now. As you mentioned, they've been playing scrappy basketball, lots of double teams, lots of physical plays, getting their hands in there, trying to get some steals, and all credit to the Beavers as it has worked out in their favor. They may be trailing by 16, but they have the ball here, and they've been hitting a lot of shots recently, so a couple quick threes, and they're right back in it, but still trailing by 16 as Lincoln, as you mentioned, they're just trying to hold on right now.
Back underway. 3:15 left to go. Full court heave of a pass. And Beaverton gets it across. Quick trigger, Elmgren. Off the clank and no good. All the way down. Moroni Celia-Roberts unable to get it to fall, but a foul against Beaverton. Sixth team foul. And is it a shooting foul? It is. First free throw rattles in and out. Mason Shank and Chance Winter enter the game for Beaverton.
Yeah, Moroni Celia-Roberts has had a great night. 16 points for him. He's leading the Cardinal.
60-43. Elmgren thought about another three, pump fake, one dribble, and he cans the three from another spot. 60-46 now, back within 14 are the Beavers. Johnson had an open three, smartly did not take it. I think Lincoln wants to milk some clock. This time Johnson triggers a three, and he's hit a couple big ones.
Yes, he has. Johnson, 13 points on the night for him, as he's been hitting those threes all night long, Sean.
63-46, a foul, and now bonus time against Lincoln. Lincoln continues to press. So both teams are kind of playing with a little bit of urgency, playing full court pressure, despite Lincoln's 17-point lead.
Yeah,
I think they want to slow it down a little.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting to see Lincoln with the full court press, despite the fact that they're up by 17 right now.
Childs nails the first free throw. It's going to be insurmountable for Beaverton. I think at this point it's fair to say. But what will the score look like, and what can these final 2.5 minutes look like for a game that really just got out of hand at the very beginning? Childs, nice steal from behind. Rice, open three, air ball.
Yeah,
never really set his feet.
They needed that one badly.
Would have put them within 12. Instead, they continue to trail by 15, and a foul. A foul against Beaverton, and a 1-and-1 now. Both teams in the bonus. Malachi Sealy Roberts from the stripe earns the second free throw. Two for two at the line for Sealy Roberts. 2:09 left to play in the fourth. This game all but in the books. 65-48. This three-pointer blocked. Nice hustle play. Malachi Sealy Roberts blocks Aiden Rice's three-point attempt from the left corner. Ball out of bounds for Beaverton. Elmgren triggers. That one's long. Steal. Brady Rice chucks up a three and was fouled. He was thinking four-point play there, but missed the three. But three free throws coming now for Brady Rice.
Yeah, he was trying to reincarnate the Elmgren play from earlier when he drained the three and got the and one.
First free throw is good. Second one good as well. And 3 for 3 at that trip. And a foul. Johnson passed up a wide open three, instead fed Eikenberry, and he was fouled. 1-and-1 now for Eikenberry. First free throw no good, but a rebound for Lincoln. Eikenberry down low, and he was fouled once again. This time it's a shooting foul.
Yeah, right now Beaverton, they're just unable to box out, unable to rebound, and it's been tough for them to get some quality looks when they can't rebound the basketball.
So right now the coaches poll has Beaverton number 2 in the state and Lincoln number 3. And West Lynn's number 1. So that's going to change next time it's updated after this one. And I think Lincoln, the way they can convincingly beat a team like Beaverton, as well as their 9-point victory against Mountainside, I think has earned a jump up.
Without a doubt, yeah. Very impressive stuff from Lincoln.
Nice move on the crossover by Rice unable to get the three to fall. Childs with the putback. Now some more fouling. Down by 13, Beaverton intentionally fouls there. 10 team fouls against the Beavers this half. Yeah, the first coaches poll of the season had Westland at 1, Beaverton at 2, Lincoln at 3, Tualatin at 4. Jesuit is at 5 as Margolis sinks the first free throw. Central Catholic at 6. South Medford at 7, Cleveland at 8, who is Beaverton's next opponent. Lake Oswego at 9, and Roosevelt at 10. So if you're Lincoln, you've got some PIL representation with Roosevelt and with Cleveland in the top 10. And Jesuit for Beaverton from the Metro League.
Yeah, lots of PIL representation, it looks like.
Malachi Sealy Roberts earned another trip to the line, and he made his first free throw.
Yeah, right now Beaverton are just playing the foul game. They're just trying to get the ball back, get something going offensively, trailing by 15.
2 for 2 at the line for Sealy Roberts. Minute 08 left to go. Lincoln continues to press. You don't see that often from a team up by 16 with just over a minute left. Full court pressure. And it has been Elmgren's night. It has not been Beaverton's night, but Elmgren has had himself a night. Another 3 from Max Elmgren, and a turnover and another trip to the line earned by the Beavers. Aiden Rice.
Yeah, Elmgren with 23 points on the night. He's had himself a fantastic night, but overall his team just unable to really climb back into this game, still trailing by 12 with 50 seconds left.
First free throw good by Rice. This is as close as Beaverton's been since the first quarter. 11 points. Sealy Roberts to Van, and more fouling by Beaverton.
The clock didn't even run at all in that last play either.
Clock currently at 50.0. We'll see if the referee wants to change it. I doubt they will.
Yeah, not sure if the referees noticed it, but about 5 seconds shut off of the clock, or didn't shut off the clock, it was just not moving.
Van with the first free throw. So if you're Beaverton and they're currently intentionally fouling despite being down double digits, what do you think the reasoning is there by head coach Andrew Vansel?
I mean, I think Coach Vansel's just said, you know, he's not giving up at all, and he's just telling them to keep fighting to the final whistle, and they're just trying to really just keep going.
That's right. And I wonder if there's anything to do with the margin of score, you know, when coaches poll and OSA rankings, and, you know, Beaverton wants to be taken seriously despite this loss. And those polls, and I wonder if, you know, those that didn't see this game and didn't know what the halftime score was and how it kind of played out, the closer they can get it, the more seriously they can be taken in some of those polls. I wonder if that has anything to do with it as well.
Yeah, that's right. You know, Coach Andrew Vansel in his 9th season, experienced coach, he's just telling his guys to keep fighting. He's just trying to whittle down this margin. Even if they lose the game, it's a lot better to only lose by 8 or 10 than 21.
Elmgren triggers another 3. And another one from Max Elmgren. Foul by Beaverton. Down by 11, 33 ticks left. Celia Roberts puts in the first. So Malachi Sealy-Roberts puts in both free throws. Moroni Sealy-Roberts has checked out, you'd think, for the final time tonight.
Yep.
Checking in for Lincoln, Carson Wacker for the first time tonight. Public address announcer said he's the quarterback of the Lincoln football team. That layup no good. Some new faces in the game for both teams. Childs back the other way. A nice move to draw off the contact and put it in.
And that's going to pretty much do it here with 5 seconds remaining.
Final buzzer rings, and the final score here at Lincoln High School. Lincoln 74, Beaverton 63. What a way to open up this brand new facility for the Lincoln Cardinals. From the very jump, it was all Lincoln, and they continue to hold their lead. Maybe wasn't quite as glamorous and as pretty in the second half, but find a way to get it done by double digits. Never really got that close. It was just Lincoln's night tonight.
Yeah, that's right, Sean. Undoubtedly, just Lincoln's night overall. Malachi Sealy-Roberts with 14 on the night. Moroni with 19. Blake Johnson added 13. Elkin Berry with 10. And overall, you know, Lincoln played a great game. They were just, you know, balling out on both sides of the floor. And they got many players involved. And, you know, the Beavers, you got to give credit to them. They climbed right back in that second half, but it just wasn't enough to stop the bleeding, as Lincoln just, you know, was just too good of a team, and they played a fantastic game of basketball.
So Lincoln moves to 2-0 on the season. Beaverton falls to 2-1. You expect that coach's poll to kind of shake up a little bit. We were talking to Andrew Vansel a little bit, and he said first 10 or 11 games of the season, you got to trust the coach's poll, not as much the OSAA poll. And
that's right.
The OSAA poll had Beaverton at number 5, but number 2 in the coach's poll. You'd have to think that Lincoln will jump them. Number 3 in both polls are the Cardinals. So expect some shakeup in those polls. Westland currently the number 1 team in the state. But Lincoln with a very impressive showing tonight as the fans file out. What do you think? Overall, just impression of the brand new. It was a huge night here at Lincoln High School. A great turnout, and it feels like the program's in great hands based on what we saw tonight.
Yeah, you know, I thought that this game was great. It was fun to call it with you, Sean, and obviously it was a fantastic showing of events, a historic game to say the least. The first, you know, home game played by the Cardinals, and just, you know, it's nothing like getting a win in the first ever game in this new facility. So it's a fantastic game for sure. What do you think of it, Sean?
I'm just impressed with Lincoln's basketball program. Talking to Heather Sealy-Roberts, of course, the first 6A boys basketball coach. That's a female.
Right, congrats to her. That's huge for sure.
It seems like she's doing great things with this program, and it feels like this is going to be a big season for Lincoln with all these seniors, as well as Beaverton. But maybe Beaverton has a little bit more gelling to do with some of the new players that they brought in to the program. But that's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. I've been Sean MacPherson. He has been Jack McArthur. We will talk to you guys next time. Final here at Lincoln High School, Lincoln 74, Beaverton 63. We'll catch you next time on the Oregon Sports Beat. Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you. I keep saying the Oregon Sports Beat.